Hello everyone, welcome to the installation tutorial for Norlund. In this issue we are explaining the replacement method for the Norlund key kit. Everyone take a look at the finished product. After it is assembled is this state, then when we leave the factory, it is also in this state. That means that after people get it, to perform a disassembly of it. Because this key case of ours, it is not that this key kit directly on our original key, it is to disassemble the chip of the original key. Replace inside our key assembly. It is chip replacement type. Then when we get back, let's all get this thing. Do you see 1 or 2? 3 for a marble. There is a knob, so many screws, we're going to take it apart. What about the use of this spare key? It is also integrated with this key, this one knob. Everyone you look at this a small knob, like the watch. There is a small knob we screw out. Then we can pull down our original spare key to pull out. Then this position is a small marble, is when we put back. It will then you see it will have the institutions referred to, it will not come off easily, then we just tighten it. There are 2 notes, just these 2 notes. And then the upper part of it is a highly transparent, a translucent state inside is a Norlund's metal embossed high gloss logo. Then we also keep this original UP key of Q light everyone also look at, we press up here. It will still have a reminder light in this place to show. There will still be a reminder light to show. Then its overall patchwork texture is very strong. For the back we used the translucent glass can see the chip inside the Norlund. Because the location of this chip is also the location of our original chip. Then this position is the location of its transmitter. Then both sides we also did this enhancement of the signal processing. It will not be much closer than the original key's UP distance. The distance between UP and the original factory is about 2 to 3 meters. Its signal is not affected in any way, because there are some key cases on the market to put it on our original key, with metal, carbon fiber and so on. There are also some plastic ones, it more or less affects the signal. Then our key is as close to the original UP range as possible. Then we will start to prepare for the installation of this key. Then each step of the process you can look at in detail, because the installation of this key it is a fine job, it is very much like a watch, everyone look at it very much like a watch. It has all the screws. Accessories are also small, we must pay attention when installing, be careful. No need to be particularly large, is to twist to death. Then we came out with a spare screw. There are a few spare screws is afraid that you this installing of the time, or that you unpacked the box or lost. You can replace the missing ones at that time. And then we have this screw, it is all black. Suggest that we are loaded when all put the head of this screwdriver, add a layer of this non-slip paper. When the time comes, we will also match. Then we are equipped with tools from the factory. With a tool is equipped with a head of a screwdriver. And then there is the flower. You can replace these 2 heads and this tool. It has been able to completely complete the construction of our Mississippi second section to mention the tuba. Good, so let's start the installation now. We need 3 steps to install this key. The first step is to disassemble our original key. The second step is to disassemble our modified key. And the third step is to combine the 2 together. First we need the first step we go to our original key to it disassembled. After we have a button in this place, go to the top of it to take off the cover. What happens after you take it off? We can see this place has a screw. We have this one with screwdrivers. Let's go tear it down. What happens when you take it down? Let's press this button again. And then go to the key to get it out. After taking it out, we go to the screwdriver card to this position to remove the back part of the dismantle out everyone carefully, this place is with this spring. Don't go popping it off. Another point is that we will find a bottle top like screwdriver inside this box. We go to warp this position, go and cock it up. After the end of our side, one step at a time, go and disassemble this key for us. Because it is ultrasonic welding, we can pry it off directly with this Persian knife. After taking our batteries off, you will be able to see the original key inside this chip. Next we go to disassemble our key case. We have a knob on the side of this, let's go unscrew it. After unscrewing we can directly take off the back. Take away after we go to the back of this place. There is a bottle mouth of the screw. 2 in total. Go unscrew it. Unscrew and take down. We put this one screw, big one. The screws of the bag are also removed. Everyone can see split in half. Let's go ahead and disassemble our master key case. It's on our side. A total of 4 screws, 2 screws at the back. We first go to remove the above 2 screws. The screws we disassembled can be kept. If you accidentally lose this screw, or fall into the ground, in this bag we also have this spare. At this point we gotta go put it. Pull off from the back. After the end, you can see that we have a transparent one, a small piece of this plow. Go and save it too. Here we go to disassemble the 4 screws next to. You can see that all our screws have been removed, disassembled. Let's go to the top of this plastic parts, transparent this. Go get rid of it. Is to break outward on it. This part in the middle is also, go and separate it directly. Separate, everyone can see this place has a side, there is a pressure battery of a board. We're going to dismantle it too. It is a total of 4 screws. After we remove the 4 screws, let's move on to our third step. This we put this silicone button. Go and smooth it out. You can see our board. Go and mount it on this side. You can take a look at this place. It is with 4 eyes. We go on our tape or on this board. If it is with screws, let's go and remove the 4 screws to it. If not, we can find it directly inside our spare screws. Let's go put these 4 screws, fixed into these 4 holes on the board. See, I now screwed all 4 screws on. After we screwed it on we were an hour. Inside the cardboard box, will come with a Norlund. Our boo is attached to the top of our transmitter. At the top you can look at. After affixing, we can then proceed to the next step to put our battery. There is also this battery cover to go together to install it to the top by everyone this. Location, do not go to the reverse of this battery. Or after you put the battery on, click. Press the top of this small light is not bright. You can prove that the key is not installed backwards. After we go to our battery cover, press to the top. Then above we put the 4 screws. Go tighten it for him. After tightening we are the original position to restore it up. You can look at what we just disassembled. Inside is 4 screws. After the 4 screws on the top of this pad are finished, the battery cover above, and 4 screws, let's go put it together again. If you find this place with this plastic parts on both sides, if it comes off, let's go straight to it. Just press to the inside. Go get it stuck. After jamming, we first go to install the following 2 screws. It's in the back. The piece with the glass. It's 4. Remove what screws. We'll just go ahead and put it on. After we put this screw on both sides, let's proceed to the next step. Let everyone take the 2 screws off and put them on. After the installation we put our transparent small cover into this position stuck in. This position you can see, on one side there is a circular gap. One side is a rectangle of a gap. One of the notches in the rectangle is inside our button. After that we will go to the side of the 2 screws. Put it on him. You can see that our main body has been installed on it. After installation we put the top of the cover. Because we have a tweezer inside this, we can go and put this transparent little beam, go and put it in this position. You can look at the back of this place. If it's even, then there is nothing wrong with this assembly. Let's go reverse the release. Gave him the card to the position. After aligning our eyes above, we then go to the 2 screws that you dismantled go put it back in the original position. After the installation back, a subject of our hole. Basically it's done. Let's go test our key. This place, if it is the light is on, then it will be no problem. Here we are going to put our the original mechanical key. Go to the top of this slide below us. You just started to split in half. Let's go put it all together. Clip the mechanical key to our piece inside and then the back of the 2 screws ought to lock it. After locking we have another chain, everyone can see. Let's go and put it in backwards too. Penetration into the inside. After penetrating into it, we screw this small knob to the top of it. Point to the top, we can directly insert it. You can look at this place as there is a slot. After inserting, everyone can hear a lump of a voice. We went to the right side of this knob, screwed in. Basically, it's done. The rest is that we can see that we take down the key. It is behind is also recoverable. If everyone goes to recover this key for us later, this key case behind us is still useful. We went to restore this thing back to it. Everyone can cover to the top, just the original bit to restore it to the original factory estate, for later recovery to be used. We are now going to put the original key on it. After buckling up, we still original position to put our spring mechanism back to him. After and returned, behind us. This original this. After sales, after giving it the card in, we then go to the screw installed on. Still using the same screwdriver we just used. Tighten it and put back our battery cover. After putting back the cover plate, the original key is basically restored. Now we are done with the installation. Let's take a look at its entire size. Basically an exact match to the original. What about thickness? It's all the same. Come to see, its thickness is about, almost nothing much has changed. Then the length is shorter than the original factory, it is about a centimeter or so. And then we have this rubber chain. Our silicone band is also a good match for our key. Then its width is basically the same as the original one. Why? Because our original. There is a slot on the center control for identifying the key. The width of our design, and its thickness. If it is too far from the original, that slot we have no way to insert. That may affect our normal use, because when your keys are not charged, in case of emergency, you are required to put in that position to identify the key. Let's take a look at the comprehensive quality of our key kit. It has a machine joint texture, including its patchwork texture is very strong, very strong. We have this button we do not have to worry about it falling off the paint, because this is not printed on, it is an engraved recess. Where is the bright inside? We see the white part of it. It is normal that the engraved metal grain, it does not produce carved color. The side of our marbles package patchwork texture, all are very translucent estate. Sprint individual. Very ideal. And it is not particularly heavy, not particularly heavy. Very comfortable, will not let you feel a strong sense of fall in the pocket. Lighter, lighter.